It's looking at that, the way that the inserters, the way all that stuff works is if there's a ship in orbit that requests it and I need it on the planet, then it does it. But there has to be multiple like fail safes in there, which is why I didn't want to mess with it, because as soon as you start messing with it that's when biters start appearing out of thin air, and it's a bad day for everybody. There has to be multiple like fail safes in there. So I did watch a video that had no commentary. It was just basically what you're looking at right now. The ship flying, but it was massive. It was like 5,000 tons. Just a huge ship. And basically how far towards the shattered planet can you get, right? And I think his ship was like version 4 or 5. Like he had gone through iterations of this. And the ship was, you know, obviously 2.5 times what my ship is right now. And it made it a little over 200,000 kilometers before it got completely obliterated. And it was sad because it was built as if it was made to produce the science packs. Like it had all the belt shenanigans that we have on ours. But he just, whoever did it, just ran it until the asteroids just literally plow through it. And when I say plow through it, I really mean that. Like those giant asteroids, if you don't take those out, they just go boom, boom, just like a bulldozer, and it just burrows through your entire ship. So yeah, losing one turret is fatal. So the one of the things we may want to do is do an interrupt on a circuit condition on how much promethium is in here. But I need to know what number to use before I can set that up. Which is why I left some
like
gubbins.
Metallic or something just to test, but no point because you're almost there.
I doubt I'm going to be able to reach that far, but we can try.
Yeah.
Can't even reach that far, you stupid wire. That means it's definitely not going to reach that far. There we go. Now we can read how much promethium we have on there, and we can add an interrupt to say, hey, when we have enough, turn around, because this ship would eventually die. Right? And we can also check how much ammo and rockets we have, and add an interrupt for that. Like this whole process is going to be interrupt based. You're going to have like Navi as the destination, or no, the shattered planet as the destination, and then there'll be an interrupt once there's enough promethium to go back to Navi until there's no promethium left, and then go back out, like just back and forth. Obviously going to Aquilo first to stock back up again. All right, we are at the solar system edge. We are ready to dive into the shattered planet. And oh boy, this is going to be Pretty crazy. Let's add an interrupt. No, let's just go. Let's just go. And here we are. We are right there. Away we go. And we should now be going even slower.
As soon as the
Yeah,
backed up fuel.
as soon as it's done, we get a little burst, which is fine. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
So 80 might be pushing it. Why is it?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working quite right. Oh, I betcha.
Oh yeah, shattered planet needs to equal 2. Or shattered. Jesus. Solar system edge needs to equal 2. There we go. There. Now we got the lower speed. Okay, how are we doing? Hey, we got some promethium coming in.
All right.
Glorious. We need 3 rockets to take out the promethium.
Is it 3? Yep. Oof.
Oh, it's definitely 3. Grab your hands. Oh, we have promethium started. Glorious. It's gonna get spicy out here. It's gonna get real spicy.
Yeah. Oh, you can actually see the gun turrets destroying the medians. Whereas usually they just vanish here instantly.
And this is why we go slower, everybody.
Yeah.
There still hasn't. It's still not at the end of the line here. We still haven't made it all the way through. And there is 80 and counting. There's 90. There's 100. Oh, there's a whole bunch of non-promethium coming at us.
Yeah, it seems like it might hit in waves.
Grab your hands. Nom 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 nom. How's our ammo production? This is actually going pretty good. So far, so good, everybody. Glorious. How's our inserters down here? Yeah, these things are uber fast. These legendary inserters, whew, they are spicy.
They hurt the brain, they're so fast.
We haven't where are these things are still making their way through. They haven't even like, unless there's some mistake. Yeah, they're still like right here. Then they're coming in over here. Now they're coming down over here. So they have to make their way all the way around through this. It's crazy. Not only that, but only one side is being fed right now because these inserters are so damn fast that it's like only one. So that side has to back all the way up before the other side actually starts to starts to add. So
you might want to do an even draw balancer.
what? No, I don't. Doesn't.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Only half the subshushi belt is going to be is going to have them on there. So, and it uses so many per craft that it'll pull from both lanes pretty easily, since this thing uses 96 per second and the belt is only 60. So very, very easily use both lanes at a time.
Yeah.
Grabby hands, all of them. Get it. All that Prometheum. Nom 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 nom.
You can actually see a green bar on the progress.
Ooh, there it is. Yeah, look at that. 30,000. Now remember, the highest distance to get the achievement is 60,000. So we're over halfway to getting that achievement. Not that we get the achievement, since, yeah, I've only gotten 202 hours out of 684. So this is why I haven't been getting achievements, because reasons. The server, you need to be over 50%.
Wow, some of those Prometheum chunks might go on the other side of the ship before they get scooped up. Oh no, we're actually missing.
We still haven't had one come into the crafter yet. They're almost there. We're almost there. It's a lot of belt, everybody. There is currently 880 on the belt, and we're not even at the thing yet.
You might want to increase the number of Prometheum chunks that can be on the belt.
Ooh, we're actually limited right now, are we?
Yeah.
I just saw a bunch. I just saw a bunch not get picked up. So
yeah.
You grabby hands, you do not allow Prometheum to go to waste. Grabby hands are not allowed.
Fortunately, with those legendaries, they can scoop up things so quickly. I don't think you need to worry about them overlooking other stuff.
Nom 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 nom.
Wow.
Imagine making those able to stack to 4. Just stack to 4. Then you could do stack inserters. Oh, you could get 4 times the amount on a belt system. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, some have reached the machine now.
Oh my goodness. We have... Look at that. And they're going to start backing up here in a second. The next big batch is coming in.
Up to 1,300 already.
See how many the crafter allows inside of itself. Yeah, they're stacked higher in the fucking crafter than they are like anywhere else. 117, they're still going. Like, how many can go in? 140?
I think it's something like, oh no, I was thinking...
It depends on the crafting speed.
Yeah. Well, and how many it takes. That's the most. So.
There we go, 194.
Jeez.
And there is 1,400 on the... Ooh, look at all the... Ooh, there we go. Yeah, as you go for... Oh my god, look at the... It's getting a little spicy out there, everybody. We're at about... Yeah. We're so close to the 60K, but yeah, it is... It's rather spicy.
You've got 2 rocket assemblers on all the time now. And that third one looks like it's on most of the time.
I know, it's on all the time. That third one's going running off the top.
And there is enough room for another module in there if we want to. Although I don't have any on me, so that was stupid, but whatever. All right, now they're coming in thick and fast. Grab your hands. And oh yeah, we've passed 62,000 now.
Yeah, look at it all. And it only gets worse.
Yeah, it only gets, well, worse is understatement. It only gets much worse. Like,
Yeah. It looks
grab
like
your
you're
hands.
you're drawing in enough iron and explosives. You could do the other side of that belt as well.
What?
For the rockets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I left plenty of space to increase it in case that's needed. You seem to be doing pretty damn good on railgun ammo, which is what my major concern was. What?
We almost got hit with some Promethean asteroids. Some mediums were right in front of this railgun before they got destroyed. Unless it was some kind of a glitch, a display glitch.
Well, we could slow down. Let's slow down by a little bit. So instead of 80, let's do 60. Low and steady wins the race. Yeah, my gun turrets, I didn't build very many of them. They might be getting slightly overwhelmed, and I could, again, add one on each side of most of these systems. I left enough room to increase that. Or laser turrets, and we could, instead of doing the smalls, we could do laser turrets, and that would free up the gun turrets of doing the mediums.
Yeah.
So that is also a possibility.
Also, you may need to redo the way you have them listed, because I think they go from left to right. So right now they're targeting medium Promethean asteroids last. The gun turrets.
So target, small, 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 ignore unlisted.
Very slowly, the belt's filling up.
Jump.
Yeah, slowly it's getting there. Okay, now with these I can take out the smalls. And these and these. Yeah, the laser turrets do also have more range on them, so...
Yeah.
We have just a little bit of research into those. And that'll save us on ammo as well. But I only have 4 laser turrets, so we can't do more.
Could remove the ones that you have placed for biter defenses, since you don't have biter eggs.
At the first sign of trouble, we'll turn our ass around.
Oh yeah.
We do have repair packs and stuff, so damage should get repaired. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Do you have to be orbiting something in order for that to happen?
No, it does happen
No,
automatically.
As long as nothing is destroyed, or if it is and you have the item to replace it, everything will happen automatically.
Yeah.
Which do we have on there now? 5,000.
Oh boy.
$90,000 kilometers. Holy crap.
Yeah.
This is a pretty intense amount of asteroids coming at us here.
Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's getting a little troublesome. Okay. Yeah, every now and then there's like an influx where the mediums and smalls get a little uncomfortably close.
Which, I mean, to be fair, even if they hit, they wouldn't completely annihilate the entire thing, not like one of those huges. One of those huges hits,
Yeah.
it wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
It would just go blah, 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 blah. It would just burrow its way through our thing, and yeah. Because there's nothing aiming at it, there would be nothing to take it out. Right? There's no railgun aiming towards the middle of our thing, because that would be kind of crazy. Because the the bullet from a railgun, it does not care what it hits. If it's your base or an asteroid, it will damage it.
Yeah, even the big, if you remember when we sacrificed that one ship for science.
Yep.
That one just burrowed right through. Oh. And it was still at like half health by the time it hit the hub, I think.
Okay. Rockets are... What do we have on the thing? We don't really have anything on there yet.
Oh man, those legendary asteroid collectors are awesome.
Oh man, the grabby hands are those high level ones. I could not imagine trying to do this with like level ones. Like,
Yeah.
You would have to go so slow, just like straight through like 20 kilometers or something, like just barely moving.
You passed the 100K mark.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like when I saw that person get over to a little over 200,000, I'm like, there's no way we're gonna be able to do that. Like we might be able to make it that far.
Yeah.
But I
Going
think
really
we'll turn around as soon as that half of the belt is full, right?
Yeah.
As soon as that half is full, then we can turn around because it should fill up the other half heading back. So as soon as half of it is full, I'll see what the total is. We're at 8,000 right now, Promethium sitting on the belt. And that half is almost, well, I say almost, we've got quite a lot left. We're sitting at this one right now, I think. Nope, we're sitting, this is going through, it's hard to even know, there it is, right there. This is where we're at. It's either that or damage. If we get damaged, it's immediately slow down, turn around, and head back.
Yeah.
And then we can definitely add some more missiles, because I think that's probably going to be needed.
Heck, I think once this belt backs up on the one side,
That's what
give
I
it
mean.
a couple
When
seconds,
when half of it backs up, whatever that total is, that's basically the halfway point of filling up the belt. And so I need to know what that number is in order to actually be able to set that variable. So
I'm surprised that the meteors on the side aren't throwing us, little trick balls, throwing one in quick to the side. They seem to
you
not
had to
have
say
much.
something. You
had
just
to say
had
that.
to say
You
something.
had to.
It's inevitable that they got to throw something into the mix.
I'm surprised we're doing so well, and
Yeah.
you know that nothing bad has happened. Cue the bad things happening. We're at 9,000. We're actually over 9,000. Oh Lord, look at all the Promethium chunks out there. Get to work, grab your hands.
Yeah.
What you were born to do.
There's over 500 on the sushi belt right now.
How's our power doing? Oh, power's actually not doing too bad, amazingly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at about right here.
It's too bad Tesla turrets don't do anything, because that would be kind of neat to take out some of the small ones.
It'd be cool to see them spidering through like all the other asteroids, like
Yeah.
that percent chance that they actually like bounce around. That'd be very, very cool looking.
But yeah, even the smalls have 100% resistance.
And thus far, I'm not seeing any quality asteroids. I'm not seeing any that are like rare X asteroids. So
Yeah.
That may still be a thing, but you have to get much, much deeper into the process to maybe get to that, but so far so good.
Oh, half of the belt is now full.
Half of it's full. We need 11,000
Jeez.
is the trigger, so let's head back to Navi.
Well, you might as well keep going, Buggy, because you're almost all the way at the...
What?
What? No.
Oh, no,
Dude,
he turned around.
Not even.
Oh, he turned
Not
around
even
already.
close.
Never mind.
Not even close. Yeah. 4 million kilometers. We went about 120,000.
Well, hey.
Get a little close. On the east side.
Oh. Yeah.
Ooh, damn.
Slow it down. Why are we going so damn fast?
Oh, because it's not 2 anymore.
God damn it.
Oh.
Of course, my engine circuit here is like. That should not have triggered.
Oh, it's
Shattered planet, not equal to 0. It should not have sped up at all. Well, the ship is screwed. There's no way to recover.
Yeah. Should we have Joe load it?
For the last autosave, might as
Yeah.
well. Like, I don't know why that triggered. It says shattered planet does not equal 0.
It's the first one. Solar system edge.
Equals 1. The solar system edge should have equaled 2.
Yeah, I changed it so that it would slow down.
What
That
did
was
you change
after.
then?
It was equals to 2, so I changed it to 1 quick so that it would slow down. But it
Equals.
wasn't in time.
Which one did you change? The first bank or the like? Where did you change it?
The one that says solar system edge equals 2. I've restored it now to where it was when it was bad, just so you can see it. So what happened was that since you were going away from the shattered planet, you're heading to solar system edge, which means now it's so then it equaled 1, which triggered the 120. Well, that's not too bad.
That's not bad. Yeah. Yeah. There's no way we would get this thing home.
Yeah, you'd have to start pulling apart pieces or something like that to rebuild it, and at that point, nah. 10 minutes ago, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call my ISP again. I think there's some shenanigans on their front too. I can't believe that just turning around to us like, oh, you want to go super fast. It's like, no, you stupid game.
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
I'll take a look at it. I think I know how we can fix it. All right.
It's back up?
Coming back up, I think I said. Okay.
See how big it is.
Yeah.
63 megs.
Oh boy.
The big one. I think it's bigger than our 100K science one. Okay, let's see. So the fuel. Yeah, we got a little ways to go before we hit 11,000. So we have this thing.
So I think if we add another condition here, drag that one up. Can you see what I'm doing at the moment?
Yes, not in real time, but it does update.
Okay. Okay, so shattered planet is equal to 2.
And yeah.
So I think when we turn around,
Shattered planet will equal 1.
1. So we don't want, we'll do this not equal to 1. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I think it's
Okay, so
should we turn around just for a second to see if that'll work?
just give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So solar system edge.
I'll watch the circuit. Okay, yeah, good. So it's not triggering that. Good. Yeah. I think we got it.
Okay. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. Yeah, it would not have taken much more to obliterate the entire ship. Like once those railguns are gone, it's over. Like without those railguns, there's no hope of taking out one of those meteors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that you can't, like, I know that space exploration had a way of doing it. You could land ships, like, it was kind of a hackish way of doing it. But I'm really surprised that they don't allow you to basically dock ships with one another.
Yeah.
Or at least dock a ship with a platform, or in some way or another. Like, you know, of course it's like, where do you put it? Because it is a surface. It's even in this, it's still a surface, and it treats it as a surface. So it's not a quote-unquote ship. It is basically essentially like a planet surface superimposed on another surface.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's add an interrupt. Add an interrupt. This is going to be promethium full condition, circuit condition. Promethium is, let's do 11,000. It is greater than 11,000. Okay. Interrupt station. Going to be novice.
Okay, we're getting close to being backed up on Promethium. I'm trying to keep a better eye on it this time.
Working condition. Promethium equals 0. Save. Okay. So we're getting close. Literally just a little bit here to fill it up. Now, because Novice is the destination, it may do something weird. So we keep a really close eye on it, Oz.
Yep. Okay, we just crossed 11K.
We just triggered it.
Yeah, it just backed up too.
Promethea, it should. Why isn't it triggering? Why isn't it triggering?
Oh, technically it might not. Yeah, it must not be above 11K yet. It must be 10,500 or something. Strange, I didn't think it's rounded up.
So, yeah, I don't know what exactly it is. We can edit it. Let's do conditions is greater than 10, 5. Save. What in that? Okay. Did I just do 10,000? Do 10, 2. Just turn around. Jesus Christ, I'll do it myself.
There it goes. Oh, you
God damn.
All right, and the speed is still good.
All right, good.
Yeah, Death freaked us out because he did that. He's like, "You're almost there." It's like, wait, what? Oh.
I looked away and I looked back and all of a sudden it's 38,000. I'm like, wow, we're almost there. Not realizing you already changed direction.
Yeah, I mean, it would be hard.
Yeah.
It would be exceptionally hard. So I've been thinking, like, one of the conversations that Austin and I had, this is a good time as any to have it, would be, what would the research, what could we do as far as a new mod or new mods, right, to make it remotely possible, or add an additional challenge to actually make it to the Saturn at 4 million kilometers. Like, what research? Because I was really kind of disappointed when I looked at the tech and said, okay, what technology, like the Prometheum Science Pack, like, what does it unlock? And it literally research to research stuff. Like, you researching faster. Like, what's the point, right? So I'm like, what kind of research, what could we add, right, that unlocks that Prometheum, that would require Prometheum, that would enable having this process be faster, right? And so one of the ones that I thought of, and I should have, like, my notes around here somewhere, and I wrote them down. So one thought I had was a research or unlocking module combining, right? So Oz and I talked about that, and we came up with two combined modules that makes the most sense and allows enough like research process to do it. And that was pure speed and that was a speed module that has no quality hit, and then a precision crafting, which is a productivity plus quality combined, right? Productivity plus quality combined. And having those two as added modules that you can then use. Okay, so that's one big one. And then the recipes, we even like mark those down. Like the basic recipe would be the Mark 1, 2, and 3. The baseline of those would have the same recipe. You would just merge. You would just use the different Mark 1. So the pure speed would be a Mark 1 speed plus a Mark 1 quality, right? And then you would merge that with ammonia and pentapod egg to make a Mark 1. And the Mark 2, again, a Mark 2, or what, 4 Mark 2s, or 4 Mark 1s, plus a lithium plate and cold fluoroketone. And then the Mark 3 would be biter egg, quantum processor, and cold fluoroketone, plus more. So it follows the same module, like, scheme that all the modules do, but it would be like more involved, and you would have to merge the previous sets of modules. So that was one idea, and not that it would do too much for us for this process, but the other thought I had that would complicate things as far as the space factory goes would be I just lost my train of thought. Promethium. Adding a ridiculously expensive research that would allow you to grind promethium in the crusher to get you a percent chance of promethium dust that is stackable, but also a chance at uranium-238, which would allow you to essentially make uranium ammo in space, or like a consistent supply of uranium ammo. Is to be able to get that, you'd have to make precision ammo or piercing ammo and then uranium ammo. But the uranium ammo is so much better than the piercing ammo in terms of like its damage, that you would save an immense amount, and you would be able to get the trickle of 238 from the promethium itself, and then it would add a recipe using that promethium dust to make the science. It would be an alternate recipe for the science pack using the dust rather than the ore, because every other, like all 3 other asteroids, you grind down to actually get the material, right? The promethium doesn't grind down to anything for some reason. And so that was my thought on that, is being able to grind down the promethium to get that chance at uranium, to be able to, you know, better the ammo that you're getting, because obviously it's very easy to get overwhelmed with the asteroids. And so another thought on top of that would be like railgun ammo productivity, although we are doing a pretty good job of keeping up with railgun ammo. But obviously I would be open to other ideas for possible mods. I don't want to make this trivial. I don't want to make it superficial, but it would be nice to be able to, have something that would be a goal. Because I really hate that Prometheum science doesn't really unlock anything. It's not really used to unlock something that would make life easier, or even possible to get to the Shattered Planet. Because I think that'd be kind of a fun challenge to get there, and get there at speed. Because you imagine like getting there fast. So those are the 3 main ideas that I've come up with as far as like where the game, like what could you do now that we've got this unlocked? What would be possible?
Yeah, I haven't come up with any new ideas. It is good to see how this stuff goes.
And the other thing I'd love to be able to research, I don't know if it's possible. I'd have to really look to see how the research system works and what I could plug into. I'm sure there's an event like on research or something like that. But like how do you control what a research changes, right? So like the research that increases damage or shooting speed, like how that actually is handled by the underlying script. Because one of the things I would like to do, and this doesn't necessarily have to be related to the ships, but it certainly would allow you to be better. But having a research, like an unholy expensive research, right? 50,000 science, to research just the first level. But essentially like a 10, it wouldn't be infinite, but a research system that increases the chance of the next level of quality from quality modules, right? So the basic quality, let's say you have right now it's hard coded. You have an assembly machine 3 full of like top tier legendary quality gives you a roughly 25% chance at quality. Well, that's uncommon. And then if it triggers, if quality is triggered, the calculation then goes, okay, what's the uncommon? It's uncommon. And then the uncommon has defined what's the next probability. What's the next quality? And what the probability is 10%, and that's hard coded down the line. 10%, 10%, 10%. So one of the research ideas for Prometheum that I thought of is a research that actually changes that next probability percentage, chance. And you could even break it up, possibly, into each level of quality, right? So you'd have one research that would have 10 levels. That would be uncommon to rare. Then you'd have another one that was percent chance of rare to epic, and then another 10 of epic to legendary. So that would be 30 researches that you could do that would increase the chance. And then after you get done through all of that, if you maxed all of that out, and you had a crafter with legendary, you had a 25% chance. When that 25% chance would trigger, it would literally guarantee a legendary, because you would have a 100% chance to go to the next tier, and then 100% chance to go to the next tier, and 100% chance to go to the next tier, right? You have 100% chances all the way down the line, and then the big dictator is what your percent chance is from your modules itself. And that could be, you could introduce, a Mark IV module, whatever, right? There's a lot of different ways to solve that little problem. But yeah, having a way, basically a dump of all of the sciences, just all of them, and then each tier would be like, the first one would be, the first set from uncommon to rare would be like 5,000, and then plus 5,000, so 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, and then the next tier from rare to epic would be like 10,000, and then 20,000, 30,000, or something like that. But once you got all the way to the end, and I could even do, you could even do 1 million, you know, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. Once you got all the way to the end, you'd literally be able to directly craft legendary science packs from the start, and you wouldn't need the shenanigans. What I'm trying to reduce is the sheer amount of shenanigans that you need to make things work, and to actually use the quality system effectively. Because yeah, it would be really nice to be able to have like quality ag science, but trying to do quality ag science right now would be a nightmare that I don't think it would be really worth it. You know, it's worth it more to ramp up production than it is to try to get quality out of it. This is crazy.
So we made it to like, what, the 150 mark? Or did we make it further?
120, 130.
Okay. Oh, it's funny when one of the asteroid types runs out and you see all the hands just reach out and grab a whole bunch.
I need some iron. Oh, here's 50 more iron.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason we turned around wasn't because we really were threatened. It was because we filled up on promethium. So if you don't need promethium, like, to see how far this design would get would be kind of interesting. But I'm really hoping that the other side of the belt fills up before we make it back. We still have 72,000 kilometers to go, so I'm thinking we're going to be pretty easily filled up.
Yeah, we're at 20K right now, or thereabouts, because of the rounding. I see, yeah, this here belt is the one that's filling up right now, right here.
Yep. Yeah, I've been following it. Yeah,
Okay.
we're on the last, this is the home stretch. These up and downs, these are the last of them that have to get filled, so although promethium gets much less common as we go.
Yeah. But for the delay that we had in there, I think it'll be good. It is really shocking that the change in speed is, you know, even though it was double the speed, it was still, you know, 60. You've got ships that go way faster than that. That difference of 60 killed the...
Yeah, very
Trip.
easily overwhelmed. I would imagine the further you go in, because we can look at this here on the stream. This is what we were looking at right here. We were like way down here, 120 right here. So we're looking at like 16 a minute of huge. This thing is not even like, I can't even zoom into this. So like maybe if you add all of them together as far as huge asteroids, you're looking at 40, maybe 45 a minute, something like that. And then you go over here at like the halfway point, right? You're looking at 64 minute of carbonic. You're looking at, come on now. Where's my line? There it is. Huge carbonic is 53 a minute. Okay. 72 a minute of oxide. 127 a minute of huge metallic. And 362 a minute of huge promethium at the halfway point. So we're talking like 10, well over 10 times the amount of asteroids coming in. Right? So you may think the mod ideas that I had, the ammo and the modules and the quality, you may think, oh, those are super OP. Well, let me tell you something. This system is capable of, I mean, the amount of asteroids that you would run into. They really tried to make the Shattered Planet impossible to get to. Like, they really tried to do that. It's going to take some pretty extreme modifications to be able to even come close to that. And just the amount of time. I mean, you heard it, 60 kilometers per second, 4 million. Like, it's going to take hours and hours and hours. And just all the promethium you'd have to throw away would just hurt. I mean, it would just hurt your soul. All that juicy promethium. All right, now the sushi belt is filling up. It's almost full. Yeah, it's almost full.
All right, so it's going to be about, what, 22? About 22,000 if you include the sushi belt, probably.
Let's see. The sushi belt has on it at this very moment 720, 730, 740, 750. Just about to hit 800. And there it is. No more promethium getting pulled in at all.
So with that, that means you need 880 quantum processors.
And I have a request for 4,000.
For 4,000.
we're good on that. So what does that break down to in terms of biter eggs?
10 times as much? Yeah. So 8,800. So you're probably just going to want to camp over top of Navi now.
Yeah. So a rocket can hold 500, I think, at a time.
I think that's what it was. Yeah,
500. So 8,000. We do 2 rockets. But we would, we would need we're going to be able to craft pretty damn fast.
Yeah. What you probably want to do is set a request for the 2000 and then have a time limit, you know, so be at Navi and then have the request set, and then, you know, go to a different planet and then set a return trip when, you know, the biter eggs is less than 500 or something like that.
No, I mean, I can output how many biter eggs are in the storage back out to that same channel using the green circuit.
Okay.
So I can tell, like, hey, I have this much promethium and I have this much biter eggs. I need more. And then you can do some gorilla math and say, okay, well, we have this many biter eggs. We need this many. So I can do a request, or I can do a count all on the biter egg belt, and then the cargo thing itself, we're already reading the content, so I can just export that via green, and that will report if there's any biter eggs inside the craft or inside the hub words.
All right, I'm gonna take a bio break.
Alrighty. Yeah, I want to craft a few of these before we end the stream today. Yeah, I hear you. I do. I hear you. You still feeling lonely? Yeah. 32,000 kilometers left. We were out a ways. Wow, we were out a long ways. Might as well try to fill that belt up as much as possible. 800 up to 900. Oh wow. I just realized the railgun spits out the empty shell when it's shooting. There we go. Oh, so much good promethium going to waste, right? Now, if I could figure out an easy way of adjusting based on distance too, that would be great, but I don't think there is is any way to do that. Which sucks. Because this, like, you could do a solar system, like Shatter Planet, right? Shatter Planet. Distance 2. As that shrinks, you want to go slower. So, you know, you take maybe distance divided, or I don't know, you'd have to come up with some formula, some arithmetic formula to do that. Which you could do. I mean, people do far more for this game. But yeah, I was watching Dasha's video last night. I had to I stopped it before he got done because I didn't want to see what I haven't seen yet. So I'll watch the rest tonight. But yeah, basically he started recording before the game, or before the expansion even became public. But yeah, I would really like to see distance 2 maybe being a variable. You can get traveling 2, and that's great, but distance 2 I think would be very, very helpful. Because then you could throw that into a arithmetic thing, the variable, let's say it's, you know, let's say it's P or something. S for Shattered Planet, whatever you wanted to set, distance 2, and then you could do some math on that, divide by something.
Oh boy, I would have thought would be to Aquilo by now.
Ooh, well, the difference is when we first started out, we were going faster at this point. We were going 100.
Yeah,
and
true.
Or 80, and I slowed it down. And I've been talking about the need for a variable to read the distance to somewhere.
Yeah.
So that way, the further you are, or the closer you are, the slower you can go, or something like that. I don't know how exactly you'd set it up, but it would be very, very nice to be able to grab a variable like that. Because obviously the game knows it's showing me exactly the distance I've gone, or the distance I have from somewhere. So I know it's available. It's just, you would just have to write it into the circuit number or something. And I don't know how to. Maybe a Lua expert out there. But yeah, you need a couple different combinators, because you'd want to have one that detected what your destination was, and then do different math based on that. Nudge the hand. Must pet. Both hands must be petting. I don't know. Can a cat put you in the doghouse? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could. Cats are like omnipotent. They're just too lazy to use their full power.
Yeah. So you just better be happy I don't use my butthole lasers. That's right. So close.
Interesting that there's still Prometheum asteroids this close to
Oh yeah.
System Edge.
They start right away,
Okay.
but they're just not nearly as common as they are further out.
Yeah. Oh. Gotta modify the thing.
Well, what is it now? What do we do wrong?
So Shattered Planet is equal to 0, so that one's good.
Yeah. Solar system edge is where we're headed from, so it's 1.
Should we just add another case?
Well, that's why that first bank had solar system edge equal, or does not, or equals. What did I set that to?
I think originally you had it equals to 1. But then you changed, boy, I don't remember anymore.
Because you changed that, and then you added the shattered planet does not equal 1.
I changed it, but then I changed it back. So this is, the equals 2 is what you would have. Oh, of course, because this is the first time, well, second time, that we're going back to Aquila.
Yeah. Well, I think that one might have to be not equal to 0. Right? Logically, is that right? Solar system edge is not equal to 0. The shattered planet is not equal to 1. Because even traveling to the shattered planet, solar system edge is going to be a value. There's going to be a value there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking for the first bank, velocity is fine. Solar system edge greater than 0.
Oh, yeah.
And then shattered planet equals to 0. Should I make that alteration? Oh, you're working on it. Okay. There we go. Okay, yeah.
We barely
That
used
all
the
should be great.
Although I think we just filled up on Aquila, so I guess that's something I can see.
Wow, yeah. Fusion power cells is still at 50.
Yeah,
Craziness.
we just reload on Aquilo, I think.
Well, we haven't gotten to Aquilo yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought we had reloaded, but yeah, we haven't even been there yet. So crazy.
So at most we've used 50, and even that is
No?
very doubtful. Because there's a little bit on the belt.
Yeah, we've used a few, but I doubt we've used 50.
Yeah.
Now this round,
20?
this route doesn't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
Like,
And
oh,
we were
This
nervous.
isn't too bad. Yeah, this is nothing compared to the other one.
I did the math. It looks like we probably used 20 fusion power cells, because there's about 80 on the belt. 5 segments of belt times 4, plus the 58 in the beginning of the underground and 2 at the end of the underground.
Might even be able to maybe boost this up a little bit more. Let's go. Just tentatively. 140.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the front if you want to make little adjustments. It's crazy to think, even with how fast the gun turrets shoot, that stuff was actually getting through them.
What do you mean?
Well, when we had to load it, when the ship got destroyed,
Oh.
because yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the mediums and smalls that were doing the damage.
damage these things have done.
Oh man.
This turret has done 95 million damage.
Jeez.
91. There's...
Oh man, yeah, these.
Is that 200? Yeah, 209 million. 219 million. Yeah, the ones on the corners, the ones on either side, are have been doing the most. That's a crazy amount of damage.
The back two railguns on the sides have not done anything.
Yeah,
Literally
doesn't
0
surprise me.
kills.
Yeah, the next one up. Yeah, no damage there. The ones in the front though, those have been doing a little bit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I suppose there's so much overlap between the two in the center
Yeah.
that they don't do as much as the ones on the outskirts.
Definitely on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, because you want those front ones to be ready to go at any time. Looks like you could pull off 160 pretty easy.
Yeah, well, we're getting close. We're getting close to a Aquilo now, so that's why it's thinning out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Space Factory Alpha was full for a second there again. That must be when it's pulling science up and pushing resources out at the same time.
Okay. So, while we wait for the rest of that to do its thing, let's go over here and figure out what we can do regarding the biters. I'm thinking I really don't want. See, this setup is well done. There hasn't been any disasters. As far as this thing, the silo is sitting here strictly to report orbital requests. So that's coming in on the green wire. Let's try to just talk through everybody with this. So the green wire orbital requests right here. The red wire is coming in from this, which is coming in from Gleba, whatever. So this is the biter egg demand coming from Gleba. And that right now is 0. So these are both 0. Do not output anything. Otherwise, if these were both positive, then output this skull symbol. That skull symbol comes over here, and somewhere in here, I think right here. So if the skull symbol is greater than 0, and then the T is the timer, and this is the timer circuit thing. And so this, as soon as it's triggered, it starts counting up. And this will output a green signal when the timer is between 1 and 600, which is 10 seconds. So it enables the inserters for 10 seconds, which is enough time for them to completely empty the 100 eggs that are inside of one of these into here. So it's exactly 500 per silo, which is all launched all at once. So I think what we're gonna do, this is a what, a 5x, this is a 5x5. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to redesign this. I thought you guys were gonna do this while I was gone, but I'm gonna copy the silos. I don't know, do we have any more epic or legendary silos around?
Yes. Very
Yes.
muchly so.
Yeah, I'm assuming we do.
Working my way there. Alright. 20 epics, 7 legendary. How many you want?
4.
4. What the? Grabbed 4, but I only have 2 in my inventory? What the heck? Oh, you had placed those down, so it pulled from my inventory. Haha, okay.
That's not hilarious how fast these fucking things are.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you remember, we had made some legendary dukes. Not that they, I mean, I doubt they have a bigger area of effect, so it's not like they actually do anything different, but... We wanted to go, yay, blow stuff up more. Now it's super dead.
Yeah. You jump off my lap and then you jump up, ready to do this all over again. What the hell? Oh my god. Effing tree is sitting there. Okay. And then we need another one of these. Okay. Are these... I don't think I need to read the contents from these anymore. I don't think we're doing anything. Can you verify that, Oz? If we're, I want to make sure we're not doing anything with the contents.
With the contents of,
Well, we have these silos wired up in here, and they're reading contents, but I don't think we're doing anything with that right now.
Yeah, I'll check.
Because I could be grabbing this again, and this can come down here and say, hey, get that going. I can read.
Okay. We might be doing something with that. Nope. Okay, that combinator doesn't go anywhere. So no, we're not doing anything with the read contents of those silos. I think we were planning on it, we just never did.
This is going to be Prometheus platform. Where is it? Why is your back wet? Are you rolling around in some water? Huh? Okay. The red wire. probably extend the timer here. I'm not 100% sure though. Before we trigger this, we're definitely going to. Definitely gonna have you walk through it.
I'm wiring up the inserters. The wire doesn't reach to the other inserter. Well, it's a loop.
Okay, so the green is the output.
Take one last breath and hold on tight. Welcome to the freak show. Make way for the unknown. We all head downtown. Let's turn it upside down. Just some rejects, the ones the world just won't accept. I'm sorry, but that's just how we roll. Welcome to the freak show. Take one last breath and hold on.
We could also add a condition. I think we should, in fact, add a condition to this. Here and novice
I'm gonna switch off the timer.
equals timer is going. Why is the timer going?
No, it was turned on, but I turned it off now by switching off the constant combinator. So it wasn't counting, but I didn't want it to start counting if we hooked a
Okay.
wire up.
Binder eggs equal, or binder eggs greater than 0. Red wire. Okay. Green wire. That is coming from one of the silos. Request exist. This is potential problem. I think
Yeah, the Gleba Science Express will start picking up eggs too. Which probably isn't a problem, because it just brings them to Gleba and Gleba burns them.
yeah, but these eggs could go to Gleba. Remember,
Yep.
it's like a 2.5, 3 minute turnaround time, right? You cannot sit and just launch eggs after eggs after eggs because it takes. The whole system is built around launching 500 at a time.
Yeah.
And if it's getting the proper signals and there's only 150 to launch, they're just going to sit in the silo. They're not going to launch until there's 500 in there. There has to be 500. So we do not want fractional amounts of biter eggs to be pushed into silos. You really don't want 400 biter eggs sitting there all hatching at the same time. Because that's what they would do. They would all hatch at the same time.
What we can do is put a receiver on the on the Science Express to gate the request of eggs.
Yeah, and that's probably what we're gonna have to do, because there's no way, like, I don't know of any way to enable or disable a request. I'm gonna turn off the request eggs to Gleba right now. I'm just gonna
Okay.
turn that off. And we can work on that freighter later. I want to get some deep space stuff crafted so we can. That's gonna end the stream, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, for one, I need to do a simple request for a captive biter spawner, which should trigger that crafter. If everything is good to go, yes. Could put in like quality in here just to see what happens. Whatever.
Do you want me to start that?
50%. There's an uncommon. I just want to see. I just want to see what an uncommon one of these. Like, what does it make? Because before, somebody had a legendary one sitting down there. Ooh, we need. Yeah, it's not. Oh, yeah. I want to do the flux differently.
Okay.
Let's get a.
I'll just manually feed some of them.
Yeah, manually feed them for now, but we want just a line of these going around. God, where's the... Oh, Jesus. Criminy. Never enough space. Never enough effing space. Okay.
On an effectively infinite map.
Bioflux. 100. Crash unrequested. We're gonna have this. We're gonna have that. Read. This, read, this, enable when Bioflux is less than 30. This, request 30. Go.
So it looks like the uncommon is producing common eggs.
Okay, we can go ahead and remove all of those.
Ah,
All
it
of
produces faster.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, not necessarily a good thing.
Okay, let's remove all of those quality modules. Oh yes, please, 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 please remove these. And stop, stop making them. And we have 4 uncommons sitting in here. That's fine. Well, if one hatches up there, I think the 7 bazillion lasers will take care of it. just fine.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of lasers, did you want to put more on the deep space?
Yeah, we will.
Ship.
Got a one impossible task at applying, please.
Yeah.
I
just didn't
okay.
want it to fall off the radar.
So we have 21,000 of those. I added the Navi equals 3 because we do not, because we're going to get that signal, right? We're going to get that signal when Navi equals 3 means it's in orbit. So that's good. And yeah, we're going to get the requests. And I don't think the Navi equals 3 is like that's more or less what we could do to signal which ship it is. Because we could do a constant combinator on the ship exporting to the thing, and we could just set like P equal 1 and export that, and in here we would be getting P equals 1 if we wanted to do it that way. So you could use the alphabet or use whatever circuit conditions you want and export a constant combinator to that. But the novice equals 3 means it's in orbit and waiting. Not 100% sure why the biter eggs are not being requested. Because we don't have them in here. Okay, we want biter eggs. 2,000 of those, pretty please. Okay, now biter eggs equals 2,000. Yes. Now the red wire biter eggs greater than 0.
I think that's the request from the for the one up here anyway. The Gleba biter egg demand.
Right.
I think it sends the signal.
So what we could do is
I'd say in this instance it's superfluous. Or you could say if Prometheum asteroid greater than say 2,000 or something like that.
Well, I'm already sending Prometheum asteroids.
Yep.
What I could do is biter egg equals 0. Because it's literally sending the contents, right? The contents of the craft or of the hub on the ship. So when there's no biter eggs in it, and then I could even go so far as to link up. Yeah, I hear the purrs. This is lab visit number 5. I hear the purrs. She learns she gets more attention the first 5 minutes when she jumps into the lab.
Yeah.
Okay, so this biter egg belt here, what I can do is I can just grab that and do there. Oh, and I hit the wrong key because the cat, and then go here, and then read all belts. So it's not only reading the biter eggs from here, it's also reading them from here. So when that equals 0, go for it. Now, how many Prometheum asteroids, right, do we need to, what, like, you said we need the 8,000 biter eggs.
Yep. So
that would be like, so we have like 21,000 Prometheum right now.
Yep.
How much Prometheum do we need for one last batch of 2,000 biter eggs? Right, so that would be 200 crafts right? 10 eggs apiece.
Yep.
200 crafts
Times 25.
times 25.
So that'd be 1,000. Or doesn't seem right.
200 times 25 is a lot. 5,000?
5,000.
5,000. So we need a minimum. So, and Promethium asteroid chunk is greater than 5,000. Okay. So, that is on the red wire as well. We don't want to cross our streams. So we have the green wire. We have a need for 2,000. This is our request, 2,000 at a time. We have none on the ship, which is the red wire. We are at Navi, which is also the red wire. And we have a greater than 5,000 amount of Promethium to start with, which means we have enough to chew through all of the biter eggs that we send. If this is 4,200, I do not want to send another load of biter eggs because you would have some that would have nowhere to go, right? The craft would not be valid. So I think in this term, this is good to go. So if we hook this up, let's do a test. Let's rotate all the inserters before we turn the constant combinator on. Let's get all the inserters rotated so it triggers all at once.
I'm working from the opposite end as you. Alright,
Right,
bottom
okay.
half is done.
Okay, so now as soon as we turn this on, it should trigger, launch. Now the 10K here is that will this reset? No, it shouldn't. Well, it may reset because as soon as it loses the skull symbol, it'll reset. Correct?
Yes, if it loses the skull symbol, it'll reset.
So it'll lose that symbol as soon as the eggs arrive on the ship, but it shouldn't send another one out because eggs will not equal 0. And so this line here, eggs equal 0, will not be true. So it should not send that out. And only when the ship itself runs out will it actually do it. Okay.
Oh, and of course, server save.
Of course. All right. This should trigger the whole enchilada.
And if anybody's wondering, the lights are purely aesthetic or, giving us visual feedback.
Yes. All right. These things are so these things are so damn fast. Okay, let's look at the deep space.
Yeah, the skull disappeared.
Yep. Now this thing drops. The timer. Yep, there we go. Eggs is definitely around. Oh my God! I'm gonna have to put a loader on that. Jesus. We're chewing up a massive amount of Promethium.
Looks like we could use a faster inserter for the biter eggs. Oh, nope, not anymore. Never mind. Now our bottleneck is the Promethium coming in. Which is
do we
hilarious.
have let's do a Navi Promethium request somewhere? There should be a science pack request somewhere on Navi.
Yeah. Should I make the adjustment, or did you wanna?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Yeah, it's the Constant combinator.
It's about to trigger again, so... Although, damn it, it's going to trigger and there's not going to be enough. This is why I wanted the timer on there.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Boy, it's really inconsistent.
Well, we have some quality versions out there, which is why...
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. This is going to be very, very bad. But it shouldn't be too bad because it should... And this is lap bigger than it. And I get all the birds.
I'll go grab some biter eggs from the system up here, so I can kind of fill up the rockets.
Yeah, if we're gonna need, why don't you? We're gonna disable this thing. Are these launching? Yes. So we're going to turn them off.
And I'll make some modifications so that the timer
Yeah,
stays.
we absolutely want the timer on there.
So I think all we have to do is just remove the skull. But then that also kind of changes the request.
That's the whole trick. That's the trigger for the whole thing. That's us saying we're gonna fix your car by removing the tires. Okay, let's go over here to science. Come down here. All right, where now the science? There it is. And do this. Promethium. I've already set up the chests and the filter. And there's the first sweet Prometheum Science Max coming in. Oh, glorious.
May as well swap research to the productivity thing too.
I will as soon as it gets all the way to the end.
Never. I suppose. Make full use of them.
Plus, the research uses ag science, and we don't have that in here anyway. So.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be funny because if everything's backed up, it'll take like half a minute to finish that research.
I know. It's so funny.
Or am I even overestimating?
Hold on. Why is this not all the way to the end? How is it even possible that we're not all the way to the end? I'm sitting here waiting for it to show up, and it's just like...
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that we have bulk inserters. So they pick up 12 per. Yeah, there it's at the end now.
Oh, it's about time. Okay. What are these? Wow, they're 10% each? Oh my god. Alright, I saw ag science come in. Why is... Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it all got chewed up instantly. Crazy.
That's insane. Alright, Clever. What's your dealio? You have plenty of eggs. Why are you not running? You're not running because you don't have eggs. What the hell? Checkmark equals 1. Something's fishy about this system. This should be so damn fast.
One thing I noticed is that the flux had was dry at one point.
Less than 1,000. So this mark equals 1. There we go.
Okay, I think I have the combinator all set up. If you want to peruse it.
Alright, so that looks good there. Ooh, this got complex.
Well, not very. It's basically just duplicating the one above it.
T is greater than. Okay. I see how it is.
Yeah. So it's just saying has 10 seconds passed, and is it from a previous count essentially.
Okay. Now let's enable this again. Watch T.
So now it's still counting,
Yep.
but since the second combinator only sends the signal for the insurgers to work if T is less than 600.
We just got to make sure when it resets that each one of these has another 100 in it. Otherwise, we're going to have to increase that timer.
Yeah.
10K might not do it.
Yeah, might not.
Oh yeah, it's not even be close to enough. We got to
Okay, so one
make sure
biter
you
egg
look at
every-
something that's not quality, because
Yeah.
yeah, this one only has 45 in it right now.
Okay, so it says it should be 200 seconds, and that's less than 3 minutes. No, it's a little over 3 minutes. Okay. 3 1/3. But we wanna be on the safe side, so let's say 4 minutes.
Well, it's producing 0.5 per second.
Yep.
So we needed 5 per second. That should be,
Uh-oh,
yeah, 200.
my fix apparently
Shit.
didn't work.
Well, it still has 10K in here.
Yep, but it hasn't been 3 minutes since.
Should be 12,000 or over, not 10,000. 60 times 200.
Yeah. I think to be on the safe side, we should turn it up to 13, maybe 14. What do you think?
Yeah, 13 at least.
Okay. Oh, you're doing it. I was gonna go in there. But yeah. Already up to productivity 12.
And that's 10% per.
Yeah. So we started at 100% productivity because of the productivity modules, but now we're up to 220%. Insanity.
Oh shit. It's almost treat time. It's almost treat time, babies. Okay. Okay, what is our, see, our Prometheum has 2.9 right now. Let's go to deep space, and then, yeah, we have all of this left. 2.9, what can we do about that?
One thing you could do is still have another flow of biter eggs, but then go to Gleba afterwards.
No, I was thinking like, dude, I mean, 2,500. That's 100 crafts.
Yep.
That's
1,000
another
eggs.
1,000 eggs. I wonder if there's a way, circuit-wise, because we have green is greater than 0 on all these, right? So if we
Yeah.
have another one of these, and let's just paste this in, and this is at 2,500, right? And then we want this red to go over to this. You can never see, okay. And then this green to go over to there. Okay, now those are green. Okay, now if we combine these two outputs, what I'm thinking is half of these half of these green greater than 0. The other half green greater than 1. Or greater than or equal to, whatever. However, one of them is outputting green, and the other one outputs a green, or something like that. And that way we can, you know, if there's enough promethium, send them all, right? Otherwise, if there's more than 2,500 promethium in here, right, then send just half. And that way we would use, you know, we would optimize it a little bit better. So this right now is not outputting a skull. I don't want to hook this up because it'll output a skull and immediately trigger all of this shit.
Right. Just to be safe, let's turn off the constant commutator.
Yeah. So, yes, what this is now, the timer really doesn't have to change, but we need a way, right? We need a way of wiring this, yes,
Like that.
into there, but, wait, where did you?
I linked from this combinator, the top one, the output to the input button.
It looks like you linked up.
It looks like it, but it's not. I'll test just to make sure. Yeah,
Yeah, the
It-
top one.
it's deceptive.
The
because
top one is the original. The bottom one is the supplementary one that I just added, which doesn't have an output yet. There's nothing outputting.
Yep.
So this one we might, instead of outputting the skull, well, we might output just green, right?
Yeah, maybe. Ah,
No.
I think we might want to kind of rework it, make it a little more logical. I could jerry-rig it, but
Yeah.
where's
This.
a jerry-rig?
Uh,
Both ways.
Because, yeah, this can output we could add one of these to here. And this goes to here. Okay. Output. The red is already out. Like, combining those two makes it so green and green, these will add up to greens. But the bottom one, right, we can directly connect into the bottom one of these. This is going to output a skull when all these conditions are met, right? We have a request in orbit, we don't have any, we're on Navi, and we have at least 2,500 promethium. Then this one will have this skull equals 1. Shit.
Nope. You meant to do an and instead of an or.
F you. Okay. I'm gonna drop the rest down on the planet. Somebody wants to go grab those and throw them into a furnace. Once these things make it up there,
Sure.
I think I'm gonna be able to do that. Obviously, I won't be able to get them all because the damn things. Did I catch him? No, I'm not even close to catch him in time.
Well, they all go through the system? Or the belt? watching for them, and I'm not seeing any come down. Or did you?
Well, the Promethium is coming first. I'm trying to chew up the Promethium first.
Ah, okay.
Where the hell is my... There it is. The last of the Promethium is coming in. And there it is. Launch them onto the surface. What the hell are you waiting for? Why are you going to Fulgura? Dear God, why are you going to Fulgura? It's like, oh, I'm gonna go to Fulgura just randomly. It's like, I'm out of Promethium. It's time to go get more. It's like, no.
Bad ship.
Disconnect. No. I was like, why aren't these? Yeah, let's go to Fulgura and unload all the Promethium or all the biter eggs. That'll be good. There we go. Now they're all heading to
Okay.
you.
One of the worst planets to send a biter eggs to.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Whitelist biter eggs. Okay, that good to go there. I hope to God we're not getting any. On the way 500. Dear God, why? Why are there biter eggs coming at me?
Look at that system.
What the hell?
Disengaged. I think I missed a bunch of the biter eggs, so I'm just going to do a request for them.
I wonder if it just sent them back up here, the ones that
Maybe.
the ones that I launched back down on the planet. It's like, oh, here you go. It's like, no. I'm going to turn that ingredient off, and we're going to launch those back down again. That's how we roll. We're experts, everybody. Don't try this at home. Come on, launch the rest of them. There we go. Now they're back down. Okay.
Okay, well, I think I got them all on the system.
Whew.
Nope, I didn't. There's a bunch stuck in a storage chest.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to clean them out. Scattered all over the place.
Yeah. Now the scary part is, if you had a higher level cryo plant up there, you could chew through that stuff even faster. Because that one's only a rare.
Yeah, there's no point though, because we can't make the biter egg fast enough.
Oh yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, there's no point. It's just humorous.
It's gonna take about 5 of these ships to get us any consistent supply.
Yeah.
So, yeah, turn that off. All right. Well, we got some things to iron out here, but the gist of it is good to go. Yeah, it'll be interesting. But my stomach is growling. I'm hungry. I'm still a little sick, so I'm gonna be all it there, everybody. 9 hours, 9:15. That's pretty darn good. So I want to thank everybody for coming by today. If you're on YouTube, I apologize. YouTube is dropping my frames. But yeah, I thank you all for coming by. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed yourself. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Consider being a patron and joining us on these lovely streams. And yeah, I hope to see everybody back here on Wednesday.
So I'm guessing your plan was to make it so that we send a second green signal and have half of the inserters, well, half of the rockets set to launch.